Hello guys, welcome to the Everything Guy. Today I'm going to be tying a little ant fly, so I'm going to show you how to tie that. So I'm starting out by putting I don't remember what size hook this was. Started getting out the hook and I dropped one, so I had to get another one out. So start by placing that in your vise, and the thread that I will be using for this fly is a flat waxed black thread. Start out probably just behind the hook eye. This fly is actually pretty easy to knot crowd, so it's a very simple fly to tie. So once you wrapped back to the bend of the hook shank, make a couple wraps and then trim the waist, and then I'm gonna have this piece, this strip of thin fly foam in black color, and the strip is about the size of the hook gap. So tie that in rearward, and then that way you can fold it over the hook shank instead of just tying it in and then it being straight, because that doesn't look great. It makes it look more like a actual bug if you tie it in and fold it. So here I'm going just about 2 hook eye length wraps and then wrapping those down. I had to do kind of 3 here because I got one pretty short. So then once you get those wrapped down, wrap it down tight. That way you have a nice base for your hackle feather. I have selected here I was just checking to make sure that it was the right size, but I can't really see this, so go with a fairly small grizzly hackle feather. I don't have my hackle gauge with me to tell you what size it is, but just a fairly thin and small one. Strip a little bit for the tie-in, that way you're not trapping any fibers. And once you get this tied in, leave your thread hanging there. And if you are tying the first fly with this feather, you can get quite a few flies. I got 3 or 4 out of this one feather. So if this is your first fly with this one feather, you don't need your hackle pliers. But if it is your last fly or the feather's getting short, you probably need to use your hackle pliers. But for this, I didn't use them. Once you get it tied down, make sure it's tied down tight, because this may unravel. And trim your hackle feather and be sure not to clip any of the fibers. Then make a wrap about under the foam, up close to the hook eye, and then make a wrap about the length of the hook eye, or hook eye and a half length, and then take your tag end of the foam and trim it. Be sure not to cut your thread. I'm lucky I haven't done that yet. So tie that down and make sure that your thread is tight, that way the foam won't come loose. Then I feel that it helps for the whip finish and applying the head cement if you angle the fly upwards in your vise and make sure it is in there tight, that way you don't mess up your whip finish with it falling out of your vise. Now go ahead and whip finish the fly. I wrapped it probably, I don't know, I don't really count whenever I'm doing this, just don't want it to come unraveled. So I wrapped it 4 or 5 times, and then I repeated this again, and my thread came off and it got feathered out, and the next fly I tied after got kind of messed up because of that. So trim your waist thread, or not really waist, but trim your thread and apply some head cement, that way it won't come unraveled. This is a fairly small fly, so I can't really fix it if it comes unraveled. And this is a fly that you have to make sure that you don't get head cement in the hook eye, because you can. I'm using my bodkin to apply the head cement, and is the finished fly. Let it dry, and then you can place it wherever, you can sell it, whatever. I hope you can. Sorry about this awkward zoom in. I'm trying to let you see it better. I spun it around, that way you can see.